I think it all started um, during COVID, right after, in the wake of George Floyd's murder. Um, Dr. Sangregat, the athletic director of Michigan Tech, uh, who has a heart for her students and athletes, she reached out to me in the wake of that horrendous event, and she essentially said, and I'll paraphrase it because some things are intimate, um, but she said, "Hey, I have students who I care about who are worthy of more than a press release. Um, I need to know how I can let them know that I am with them and support them beyond my words." And as a Caucasian female, I don't know what that is like, but I would like help in understanding what it is like and what role I can play. And I just want to stop and say, in light of the topic of the interview, that is what we mean as a community when we talk about allyship, right? You don't have to pretend to know, but the genuine heart desire to say, I know that I don't look like you, my background isn't like yours, my experiences aren't yours, and that doesn't invalidate mine. Because hear me, as a female, she's also been a minority. And as a female, as an athletic director, she's had her own experiences with being an underrepresented minority. So her acknowledging the challenges of my community and my people does not all of a sudden invalidate the challenges that she's had. It actually gives us common ground to connect on and say, I know what it feels like to be ostracized. I know what it feels like to not pass someone's eye test. And so, because of that, I want to understand with more clarity what it is that you need in order to feel seen and supported. And I think that's what we're looking for, or that's what we need, and not just as a Black community, man, as a people. I really don't understand the unnecessary division, right? Um, I come from a faith where, and I was just having this conversation with my wife, where it's kingdom first, meaning it's not color first, it's not creed first, it's not a geographical location or societal status first. It's we're all under this umbrella. And so, if we're all under this umbrella and we're all governed by these principles, there's no room for racism in the Constitution of the kingdom. And so, if we can all seek to understand one another, hey, Ben, you're from Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm from Flint, Michigan, right? We don't have the same background, but hey, man, I can get to know you. And I bet there's something in your life that has impacted you. I bet there was a time where you wish something had happened that it didn't. You've experienced disappointment. You've experienced judgment. You've experienced failure. You've experienced loss. You've experienced triumph. You experienced disaster. And if we can get down to the core of life's experiences, which we all experience life, we have more to talk about in connection than we do in division, right? So she reaches out to me and she asks for a hand. And I don't know if I'm the only one or just among a small group, but we have a conversation and it was very impactful. And I end up also being connected with or reached out to by the football staff. Um, and I get the opportunity to address the entire football team about what's going on in society. I think that is among, one of the most impactful opportunities that I've had, or led to some of the most impactful opportunities I had. And that was special to me, being able to address the football team to ensure that they're aware of any biases, they're aware of what's happening in society, they're aware of how they can contribute to positive change. And that's where it started for me. And I think that's what ended up leading to being a part of the President's Advisory Board for Diversity and Inclusion, which I now serve on.